Kim? Are you by any chance at our place right now? I saw your bicycle parked in the lot.
Oh, Amber. You're home pretty late, aren't you? Did you have fun? That trip you went on? The one where you left me out?
What?
You all went to Hawaii without me. I know exactly what happened. You excluded me. You took my son and my granddaughter on a trip without saying a single word to me, their grandmother. What kind of daughter-in-law does that? How could you leave me behind like I don't even matter?
No, hold on. What are you talking about? I definitely invited you, don't you remember? You told me you had plans that day, going shopping with a friend. You turned it down yourself, didn't you?
Yes, at first I declined, but my friend caught a cold on the day of, and we decided to postpone. So then I thought maybe I can join the trip after all. But by the time I realized, you had already taken off. You left without me, like I didn't matter. You couldn't even wait a moment, couldn't even think about me for just 1 second. You couldn't be bothered to make sure I was still included even after I changed my mind.
I didn't know anything about that. We were scheduled to leave that day. Of course we stuck to the plan. We had train and flight tickets, everything arranged. Even if you had wanted to come last minute, the hotel rooms and plane seats were only booked for 3 people. There's no way we could have added you on the spot. Do you expect me to throw everything off just because you decided to change your mind last minute?
Oh, that's nonsense. In situations like that, a considerate daughter-in-law should anticipate that maybe her mother-in-law might change her mind. You should have booked an extra seat and room just in case. And on the morning of departure, you should have called to double-check and even packed a bag for me, ready to go. You are so thoughtless. Honestly, how could you be so careless and selfish? You didn't even try to make it work for me.
I don't even know how to respond to that. This is just too much. You're twisting everything to make me the bad guy here.
Don't talk back to me. Do you know how lonely I felt? Left behind while everyone else enjoyed Hawaii? I wanted to go with Dan and little Anna, too. It was supposed to be a family trip, not just for the 2 of you. But instead, I was left alone, made to feel like an afterthought.
I'm sorry, but back to my original question. Kim, are you at our condo right now? Where are you? By the entrance?
Of course not. I'm inside the apartment.
Wait, what? How did you get in? You have a spare key, don't you?
I asked the building manager to let me in. Told him I was entrusted with the place while my son and his wife were away. He opened the door for me with no problem. So I've been house-sitting for you this whole time. Didn't you think I might need to check on the place while you were gone?
Are you serious? They just let you in like that? And wait, have you been staying here since the day we left? You didn't even tell me you were planning on doing this.
That's right. I've been here the whole time. I've been keeping the place warm, so to speak, waiting for your return. It's my responsibility as the family matriarch, after all.
What about your own place? You've been gone for over 4 days.
That's fine. I gave it up, moved out completely. I couldn't deal with the back and forth anymore. It's much easier to be here with Dan and Anna.
Wait, what?
It was such a hassle going back and forth between here and my old place. So I decided, why not just live here? I brought all my things, I've unpacked, I'm settled in now. I've already made this my home.
What? I don't understand what you're saying. This makes no sense. You've moved in? You've moved into my home without telling me. How can you even think that's okay?
I live here now. We're going to live together. This way I won't get left out again. And I can be with Dan and Anna every single day. You'll never leave me behind again.
No, what are you talking about? You can't just move in like that. This is my house, too. You don't get to decide where I live.
You don't get to tell me where I can or can't live. This is my son's home, which makes it my home, too. What's the big deal? It's a family home.
That's absurd.
Oh, and another thing. This place is too small for 4 people, so you need to leave.
What?
I already sent your belongings to your parents' house. I mailed them out 2 days ago, so they should arrive today.
What? No, hold on. What?
From now on, go live at your family's home or find a new place. But don't worry, you're still welcome to come over to cook, clean, and do laundry. You're still useful to me, you know.
You've got to be kidding me. Why should I be kicked out while you stay here? And I'm not your maid.
This is punishment for leaving me out of the trip. For now, you'll be a commuting wife. You'll have to come here to do your duty, but you'll never truly be a part of this family again.
You don't get to make that decision. You kicked me out and now expect me to work like a servant? Are you out of your mind?
I've made up my mind. A useless, disobedient daughter-in-law like you doesn't belong here. From now on, it's just family living together. No more of this. You're out. Amber, where on earth are you right now?
Where else would I be? I'm at my parents' house. Is there something you need?
How is it that no one has come back? It's been a week, not even Dan or Anna has returned. And you haven't come back to help with anything around here. What on earth is going on with all of you?
What's going on? Well, you told me to leave, didn't you? So I did exactly what you said. I left. The whole family left.
What do you mean the whole family?
You told me to get out, so I packed my things, sent them to my parents' house, and even returned the keys. I had no choice but to move back with my parents. Then Dan and Anna both said they wanted to come with me. And that's what we did. We all moved.
What? What are you talking about?
Since Dan and Anna agreed, we've moved in together. They didn't want to stay there anymore. So now we're at my parents' house. We're settling in while we search for a new place to live. If we find something we like, we'll move into that.
Wait a minute. Why would Dan and Anna leave? You're the one who should have gone.
You might have thought so, but Dan and Anna chose to come with me. They didn't want to stay there with you, not with the way things were going. They didn't want to live in that apartment anymore, so they decided to join me here. They packed their things quietly and left without saying a word to you. They said it was better to be here, away from you.
Oh, that can't be. Dan and Anna would never say something like that. You must have told them to do this. You must have convinced them.
I didn't convince anyone. Dan and Anna came to this decision on their own. Are you really saying you believe that they would be so easily manipulated by me? Do you really think they would be swayed just like that?
No, I didn't raise them like that. But it's hard to accept that they chose you over me. Oh, there's no way they're not being influenced by you. You must have done something to make them act like this.
That's where you're wrong. You're contradicting yourself, you know. Don't you see how messed up that sounds?
I don't need you to lecture me. Just give me back my son and my granddaughter right now.
I've already told you they came here because they chose to. If you want them back, don't talk to me. Go directly to Dan and Anna. I'm sure they'll tell you they don't want to return.
What kind of person are you? You are nothing but a coward. You're not fit to be my daughter-in-law. I want you to get a divorce right now. And give me back my son and my granddaughter.
You have no power to make us get a divorce. I don't care if you don't approve of me as your daughter-in-law. Your opinion doesn't hurt me. No matter how you try to make me feel bad, it won't work.
What did you just say to me? Are you really insulting me, your mother-in-law?
Oh, my apologies. My true feelings just slipped out. But honestly, what right do you have to criticize me when you've been complaining about my life for so long? You really think you can tell me what to do?
You really have no shame. And stop dragging other people into this. This is my son's house, and you're acting like it's yours. What do you mean by it's someone else's house? It's my son's house, which means it's mine, too.
No, it's not. I've already canceled the lease for that apartment. I no longer consider it a home. It's an empty place now.
What? What are you talking about?
I moved in with my parents, and I've already canceled the lease for the apartment you're in. It's not a home anymore. It's just a vacant property. If you want to keep living there, you'll have to re-sign the lease. Otherwise, I suggest you leave as soon as possible.
Wait a minute. Why would you cancel the lease while I'm still living here? Oh, that doesn't make any sense.
We're not paying rent for a place we're not living in. Besides, I don't want to go back to a place with such poor security. It's a done deal. It's already been decided. But don't worry, I'll leave all the furniture and appliances there for you. I was planning to replace them anyway, so you can take whatever you need.
Wait! How can I live alone in that big house? I don't even know if I can afford the rent on my pension.
Well, it looks like you'll have to leave.
What? You're really telling me to leave? Oh, that's insane. You're not even considering what I'm going through. This is outrageous.
I'll return those words right back to you. You kicked me out of your life, and now you're complaining that I'm doing the same? You can't even imagine how that feels, can you?
Wait! Are you really making me leave without any place to go? I'm an old woman. I have nowhere else to stay.
I've already told you I'm not responsible for your decisions. You're the one who decided to leave, and you're the one who got rid of the apartment. You're the one who made all these choices. So stop acting like you're the victim here.
I didn't mean for things to go this way. I was just lonely without all of you. I thought if we could live together again, I wouldn't feel so alone. Oh, please, Amber, I swear I won't do it again. Let's just forget everything and make up.
I refuse. I don't trust you anymore, and Dan doesn't want to see you either. You'll be fine. Maybe you should try being on your own for a while.
Please wait. I'm truly sorry. Oh, please forgive me.
You can say all the words you want, but it doesn't change anything. I won't forgive you, and I won't live with you again. We're going to live as a family, just the three of us. Goodbye. After the incident, Kim showed up at my family's house carrying all her belongings, saying, "I'm going to live here now." As you can imagine, Dan and Anna, who had been dealing with enough stress already, didn't take kindly to her audacity. Their patience had long worn thin with her behavior, and they wasted no time scolding her. They called her outrageously presumptuous and firmly told her to leave. There was no room for her demands in our lives, and they made sure she understood that in no uncertain terms. Her expectations were absurd, disrespectful even, and they weren't going to let her walk all over them. It wasn't the first time Kim had tried to overstep boundaries, but this time felt different. This time, she wasn't going to get away with it. She had already pushed too far, and there was no way she was going to make herself at home after everything that had happened. That wasn't the end of it, though. A few days later, I received another message from Kim. This time, she wasn't asking directly, she was demanding. "Once you find your new place, let me move in with you," she wrote. It felt like the audacity had reached a new peak, and I had to hold back my frustration. After everything that had happened, the idea of letting her live with us, even temporarily, was beyond unacceptable. My response was simple and firm. "Sorry, I don't want you here, so I'll be declining your request." It wasn't cruel, but it was definite. I wasn't about to let her turn my new life into a mess. Just to make sure there wouldn't be any further contact, I blocked her number. I wasn't going to keep playing this game with her. Kim, clearly shocked by our rejection, decided to turn to her older sister, who lived out of state. She figured she could find refuge there, or at the very least, win some sympathy by painting me as the villain. She told her sister all sorts of things about me, claiming that I had kicked her out of my house without warning, trying to make me sound like the bad guy in this whole situation. But she underestimated me. I had already taken the time to warn my extended family about what had been happening, ensuring they knew exactly what had gone down. So when Kim began playing the victim and trying to twist the story, my family wasn't fooled. Instead, they turned against her. They saw through her manipulation, and soon enough, it was Kim who was being criticized for her entitled behavior. The people she thought would back her up were the ones calling her out. It must have stung for Kim to hear that, and from what I've gathered, it only made things worse for her. Her sister, after hearing the full story, apparently told her, "It's time to teach you some manners and common sense." And now Kim was getting a taste of tough love. Her sister was giving her a crash course in personal responsibility and accountability. From what I heard, Kim wasn't taking it well, but it was clear she needed the lesson. Maybe, just maybe, this experience will force her to grow up, to stop expecting others to carry her, to stop thinking that she can get away with anything. But given her history, I wasn't exactly holding my breath. I can't say I'm optimistic about her changing anytime soon, but it's a step in the right direction, I suppose. As for us, things have taken a turn for the better. Dan and Anna have been more than happy to leave all that drama behind, and now that the storm has passed, we've been able to focus on what's next for us. We found a new apartment, a place of our own. The relief I felt when we finally secured it was overwhelming. It's bigger, more spacious, and located in a much better area. It's everything we wanted and more. The move from my parents' house was huge, but it was the right decision. It feels like we're finally building something new, something that's ours, free from the chaos Kim tried to bring into our lives. Having a place of our own has been incredibly freeing. There's a sense of peace here that I didn't even realize I needed. The new apartment is the fresh start I had been craving, and it's already starting to feel like home. We don't have to worry about Kim showing up uninvited or trying to insert herself into our lives. We can finally breathe, knowing we're not tied to the past anymore. I'm honestly so grateful for the chance to start fresh. No more stress, no more chaos, and no more dealing with someone who doesn't respect boundaries. It's like a weight has been lifted off of our shoulders. We're free to focus on what really matters, building our future and creating a life that makes us happy. Every day in this new place feels like a victory, like a step away from the dysfunction Kim tried to drag us into. I couldn't be more satisfied with the way things have turned out. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Gwen! It's been 5 years now, I think. I just wanted to say that I've started to think about you and thought I'd give you a text or two.
Huh? Who is this that I'm speaking to now?
Hey, come on now. You don't have to act so distant from me, all right? It's me, the man you've been wishing to have come back into your life again. Your ex-husband, Weston.
Oh, I think I have an idea of who you are. You're the man that stabbed me in the back right as I entered the hospital to have our baby, right? Well, I'm sorry to say, but I have not been wishing for you to come back into my life after that, so please leave me alone now. You must be thinking of another woman.
You have to be kidding me right now. Well, it's not like I bear any good news for you, though, since I'm not thinking of leaving my current wife or anything.
I'm getting really tired of having to text you right now. If you have a reason for texting me besides this tedious BS, then spit it out, please. Otherwise, I'm blocking you like I should have done all those years ago.
Starting today, you and I are going to be living together again, please and thank you.
Wait, what?
Actually, I'm already on my way over to your place right now. My car is filled with all our things, and I should be there in the next hour or two.
Even if you come here, you won't be seeing me any, so don't even think that you can start to live with me again.
Okay, all right then. This isn't about me, all right? The real reason why I'm coming over to your place right now is this.
What? You still have more to say to me?
Actually, this has to do with your little sister, Kylie. She got into a really bad accident last year, and it's left her disabled. Right now, she's having to live life riding around in a wheelchair because her legs don't work anymore. And the doctor told me they'll never work again, so this is how she's gonna be for the rest of her life.
Wait, she's in a wheelchair now?
Honestly, having to take care of her by myself is really tough. So to try and push this job off onto someone else, I thought I could at least come to your place with her and have you care for her.
You can come out here all you want, but...
That house you're living in, your parents' house, it's easily accessible for handicapped people, right? Just having the space for her to get around in her wheelchair would be a major help to her and I.
And?
And so we'll be moving into that house with you today, and I'll have you take care of your sister for me now.
Huh?
Just listen to me for a second. Kylie, she's your little sister of all people. As her older sister, you have to take care of her now, right, Gwen? That's just the way things should be. That's the way things have always been between sisters.
How about you stop doing things without asking me what I think about them first? And by the way, this house is not easily accessible for handicapped people. So I'm not sure where you're getting that information from.
I know it's easily accessible. I saw the place with my own eyes before. I get that I don't know everything about buildings and their layouts, but even to my amateur eyes, I could tell your place would be perfect for her.
You can say whatever you want, Weston, but I'm telling you right now that this house is not accessible for her.
Hey, I'm not going to let you run away from your responsibilities with stupid lies like that about your place.
My responsibilities to what?
Are you not heartbroken by the fact that your little sister is having to live in a wheelchair right now?
Not really, because I'm not sure what little sister you're talking about.
What?
I don't have any little sisters, Weston.
Hey!
And if you still try to get into my house, I will not be letting you inside. So good luck to you and whoever you're with.
I see now. So that's what's going on here. You happen to still have that kid with you that we both had years ago, and that's why you're not able to focus on taking care of Kylie for me. But here's the thing, you need to think about this more. I'm being very kind by coming back as that kid's father to be with them and raise them the way you can't as a mother. You should be happy and thankful to have me there to be with the kid, and that should mean you will take care of my wife as a way of showing your appreciation to me. You can also take care of the kid and I like you'd always been doing, as well as clean and cook for all of us. How could you be against something as wonderful as that? And once you start to live this happy life that I'm trying to give you, you won't find it that bad having to care for your little sister anymore. You'll get used to it, all right? You'll get used to it. And now that you're aware of all that, the problem's been solved. I think we'll be there in another 30 minutes or so, so please be waiting outside to see us. Well, would you look at that? Just like I was saying, you're living in a very accessible house for handicapped people. There's even a slope leading up to the porch and front door, which is very much meant for someone in a wheelchair, right?
Wait, you've arrived at my house? Hold on, you actually came to my house?
I told you already that starting today I'd be coming to live with you, right?
I know, but what's this about there being a slope leading up to the front door? This house is flat with the walkway coming up to the front door, so there's no place for a slope. Also, the fact that this house is a part of a condo group means that I can't just start putting in things like that without permission from the landlord first. They would get very upset otherwise.
What? Did you just say condo?
Yes, I'm living in a condo currently.
Wait, you're supposed to be living in a house, right?
I guess you could call this a house, but really it's a condo that's attached to a network of townhouses.
But right now, in front of me is this house that's accessible to even those who are in wheelchairs.
Excuse me? Hey, bud, where even are you right now?
Where am I? Jacksonville.
Oh, that's the town my parents used to live in.
Where your parents used to live?
They moved out of that city 3 years ago, so the current family who's living there has nothing to do with my parents or myself now.
Huh?
And from what I was told after they sold their house, the place was torn down completely. That's probably why the new house has all that accessibility for handicapped people to enter from.
What the heck? Why did you all move away from here without telling me?
Excuse me?
What the frick? Why didn't any of you tell your sister and me?
Who do you think was at fault for us having to all move away from there?
What?
That was the same house where my little sister, at the time, went and stole my husband from me. It was also called the house of where the parents of a whore lived because they let their younger daughter steal their older daughter's husband.
Huh?
There were all sorts of people in the neighborhood my parents and I lived in who loved to spread rumors about us after what had happened between you and my sister. After my mom went and had a word with some of those people and learned that they would never budge from calling our family names and making fun of us, she decided we all had to move out of town. And so that was the decision we all agreed on before selling the house.
What the heck? Well, that's not a good enough reason for not telling Kylie and I that you were all moving away.
You still don't get it then. The other reason for us all moving out of that house and leaving town.
What's that?
We left in order to cut ties to both of you and the little girl who went and stole her own older sister's husband from her. I'm sure you can understand why we'd want to cut ties to the both of you, and that's why you should no longer have any reason now for wanting to still talk to me.
What? Then what you were just saying about how you no longer have a little sister, that was all because you went and...
Because I've gone and cut ties to the both of you. If you want me to make up a word for what she is to me now, you can call her my ex-sister.
Your ex-sister?
Both my mom and dad are calling her their ex-daughter as well. And when it comes to what they are both calling you after backstabbing me, just know that their words are not clean. Now, if you're still in the mood to come and find where we are really living and try to meet with us, you can forget it. The three of us do not want to see you guys anymore, and we most certainly do not want you guys living here with us.
Wait a second. I get that what happened 5 years ago wasn't all that great, but if I have to say it, that all happened 5 years ago, right? Things have changed a lot since then, like Kylie's and my situation.
You're talking about how Kylie is now in a wheelchair and about how you're having to take care of her all by yourself now?
That's right, Gwen. Let's just forget about what happened 5 years ago and get back to being really close family to one another. Doesn't that sound like the best choice to you and your parents right now?
The only person that is allowed to choose whether or not to forget about the past is the victim, and you're not the victim. So, you want to get back to being close to one another again?
Gwen?
Shut the hell up.
What?
Gwen, this is Kylie. What? Kylie? Oh, thank goodness. I thought you would have had me blocked or something. What do you want from me? The only reason I unblocked you right now is because I'm worried about what your husband is doing and thought that you might come to tell me what the hell is up with him. I'm sorry. I know very well that I'm not in the place to be talking to you right now. I want to apologize to you from the bottom of my heart for what happened 5 years ago. I'm sure you won't be forgiving me for any of what happened then, but I just wanted to say that I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I fought back my fears this time and gave it all I had to contact you like this. What do you want, Kylie? Weston and I are getting a divorce, Gwen. Huh? The reason why I've been wanting a divorce is because I ended up paralyzed from the waist down in that car accident. Wait, so does that mean the divorce is really about you? Yes. He doesn't want to take care of me now, even though I'm in this wheelchair. He's been taking some care of me for a lot longer than I was originally expecting, but I can tell that it's causing him to only hate me more and more. And that's why you want this divorce? Thankfully, the company I've been working for is very accessible for people like me and have been helping me through a lot of the troubles I've been having. The company even helped me to find support outside the office for my needs. And, well, 2 days ago I had plans to enter a place for people like me where I could be cared for by professionals and such. Did something happen? I'm not sure how all of this played out, but for some reason Weston was able to hear about your recent state of affairs. Wait, what? My recent state of affairs? Is it true that you started your own company and are making a lot of money now? What? I'm sure I shouldn't be saying it all like this, but aren't you better off being used by other people than being at the top and telling those around you what they should do? I see. I'm aware of that myself. In reality, I don't have a company of my own. Right now, I'm working full-time at a supermarket where I'm making pretty much the average amount anyone else in this position would be making. And I've had this job ever since I divorced Weston. That's kind of what I was thinking. In other words, the real reason for why Weston was wanting to move in with us here and have me take care of you was because he thought that I was making bank or something as a CEO? I think so. What you just said sounds correct to me, at least. He probably wants to be back with you now so that he can use you as his ATM while using the fact that I'm your disabled sister now to force you to take responsibility for my care. Does this also mean he's gone and quit his job? That's what he told me he'd done. I've wanted to escape him this whole time, hence wanting the divorce, but he continues to want to use me. And because of that, I can't get the divorce I want. I hope I can trust everything you're saying right now. What? Remember that you both were the ones that stabbed me in the back, so it's not that easy for me to trust a single word you're saying now. I guess you're right. I understand that this is hard for you to believe, but right now I'm really worried about what Weston is trying to do, and that's why I'm warning you about him before it's too late. What should I do? What should I be doing here? I have something to confess. It's about how you ended up being paralyzed from the waist down and about how you had to end up in a wheelchair. I've known all about that for a while now. What? Is that so? The hospital that you were taken to after that accident is the same hospital my friend is currently working at as a nurse. She knows about what happened between you and I 5 years ago, but she wanted to just give me a heads up. And so she told me in private what happened to you. Is that what happened? But, even with all of that in mind, I will never be meeting with you or Weston ever again. And I won't even tell you where I'm living now. I know. However, just this one time, I'll lend you a hand. Wait, are you sure that's okay? Can you wait a little bit? There's someone I'd like to chat with first before doing anything else. Currently, I'm hiding the fact that I'm talking to you from Weston by having a blanket over my head and acting like I'm asleep. I see. Well, thanks for letting me know that. When I have the details I need, I'll make an effort to talk things through with Weston and see where that takes us. Just keep the fact that you and I have been talking a secret from him, and I'll make sure something is done about him. Also, please remain by his side for the time being. Understood. I'm sorry this is all becoming a problem for you now as well. But thank you for the help. The park close to my parents' old house, Liverton Park.
What?
At the southern entrance near the swing set and everything, at 8 a.m.
What are you going on about right now?
Preparations have been made for both you and Kylie, so please come here to meet with me.
Wait, does that mean what I think it means?
Things will be explained to you in more detail tomorrow if you come. I'm sure that it's pretty early in the morning for someone like you, but make your best effort not to be late, and bring Kylie with you.
Will do. Hey, Gwen! Who are all these men that just got out of that all blacked out SUV?
Did they not tell you who they were when they first came up to you?
They told me they're part of some sort of group, but I didn't hear everything. Who the hell are all of these men?
They all happen to work for a group who is known for their strict regulations and have been known to employ out-of-line people like yourself in order to reshape them into proper members of society.
Huh?
I heard about how you ended up quitting the job you had from back when you and I were still married, and so I thought you'd need a new place to work.
What? No, wait, I was thinking about finding another job after moving in with you. Actually, there is no reason for me to be working right now.
The man in charge of that company that's there to pick you up just so happens to be a customer of my husband.
Huh? Husband?
Now that I think about it, I never told you this. I got married.
What?
My husband recommended that I get that customer of his involved, so allow his company to give you a second chance, all right?
Wait. You're the one who started their own successful company, right?
What was that? I'm not sure what you're on about, but all I'm doing at the moment is working at the supermarket.
What?
I'm not sure who you were hearing all of that from, but the only person I know who started up a company recently and has been profiting from it is my husband.
So it's not you that started up a company?
I know very well that I'm not fit for bossing other people around or running my own business.
What?
This means we're done here, right? I have to head into work here pretty soon, so...
Wait. I just realized that Kylie is not around me anymore.
Like I care about where she went.
What?
Goodbye forever now, Weston. Consider yourself the newest member of my blocked contacts list.
Wait, Gwen! This is not the kind of stuff that I wanted to happen!
For starters, I was told that Kylie's things have all been sent to the new living quarters she was moving to, where she would be supported by a team of specialists who could care for her needs. After telling me that, she said thank you for what I'd done and that she'd work towards changing her ways while living there so that I'd someday be able to forgive her. And then after that last message, we stopped talking to one another altogether, as I went and blocked her phone number once again. The only things I've heard about Kylie since then is that she was finally able to get that divorce from Weston that she'd been wanting, and that she'd been working from home now as a way of better using her time instead of having to struggle on her way to her office every day. Luckily, that divorce went a lot more smoothly for her than she first thought, since there was no way for Weston to fight back anymore. Now we have to talk about what happened with Weston. I only just learned about this a little bit after having him taken away by that company, And that's the fact that he has had some serious debt from even before he and I got married. I guess the original plan was to use me and my job to help him make more money in order to pay it all off. But when that never happened and he got me pregnant, he gave up. To this day, I'm not sure what led him down the path of leaving me for my little sister, but maybe she told him that she'd help with his debt, and that sealed the deal. Anyway, as for that debt, from here on out, using the money he'll be making at that soul-crushing company, 3/4 of it would go towards paying off his larger amount of debt. He had tried to explain to his manager in that company, or should I say handler, that he just needed some money from me and then all the debt would be gone, but luckily all of the people there had no time to waste listening to him. And so all his pleas and requests to get his phone back in order to talk to me went unheard. A little while after moving into his dorm at the company, he was able to find his phone and get it back from his handler, but just before he could say anything to me, he was found, and his phone ultimately smashed by the foot of his coworker. The only message he was able to send to me before that happened was, "Help." And after seeing that message, I went and erased all his contact info from my phone. Finally, things have become quiet for me again.
Naomi, we need to talk right now. I can't believe what's actually happening right now. I'm your mother, and I'm trying to talk to you. Have you seriously just gone and dropped out of medical school? Do you not want to go anymore or something? You've been enrolled for less than 1 year, and you go and drop out already? You've completely failed us already, and within the years as well. Our family come from a generation of doctors. You're our oldest daughter. It's your destiny to do this, and now you just go and throw it all down the drain. You just drop out as soon as you got in your position in medical school. Did you even think about what you're doing to us? How do you think this makes us look as a family? Mom, please stop and hear me out, okay? I can't help the situation that I'm in at the moment. I'll tell you what's going on. I've been admitted to the hospital, so I can't go to medical school. That's why I'm not enrolled anymore. Excuse me? What? Whatever do you mean? You're in the hospital? How did you end up in the hospital? So, my recovery is not happening as fast as we expected. I don't think I will be able to process further into the course due to the lack of credits I need to earn. When I told Dad about this, he said that no one in our family has ever had to repeat their papers or even a grade. Now that he says that, I would rather just drop out completely than repeat my courses and always be falling behind compared to the other students. I can't help what's happening anymore, Mom. In addition to that, even though Dad, Grandpa, and Great-Grandpa were doctors, do you really think that I should be forced to be a doctor? Especially if it means that I have to give up doing what I really want to do? You can't be like this. Our family, we're doctors. You can't just ignore what you're born to do. You're the oldest born and you need to be a doctor just like your father. Mom, listen, please. Of course. I can just see that the job of a doctor is super difficult even to the unrestrained eye. I can truly respect how much work and effort needs to go to get into this profession. However, I have realized that whether or not I want to pursue this career is now a different matter. I don't think it's for me. If I were in the condition that I am right now, I shouldn't be forced to be a doctor as I can't do much. If I screw up, I could cause major medical errors and get into a lot of trouble. I don't want to harm anyone who needs medical attention. I know this is a bad thing to say right now, but I'm glad that I have the opportunity to drop out of medical school so that I can pursue something that I actually want to do. If you plan on not continuing to be a doctor, then stop wasting the efforts and money we used to get you into medical school. Please give me a full refund of all the expenses you've incurred since getting into university and medical school. Okay, Mom, sure. I promise you that the entire amount will be transferred into Dad's account within a year from being discharged from the hospital. You will get it all back, I promise. Wait, what? What do you mean within the year? You're actually going to be able to do that? How is that possible? Yeah, as I've already decided what I'm going to do next. Getting money to you isn't going to be an issue for me. The salary has already been sorted. That's impossible if you're not got a degree. Getting paid means you have to work. It means you need to graduate university. You've only graduated high school, right? Oh my God, Naomi. I can't believe that an unsuccessful high school graduate came from a dignified family of doctors. We can't have that in our family. You need a higher education. If you're not going to do university anymore, then I have no choice but to disown you! Get out of our family! You're not welcome in this house anymore. Okay, Mom, if that's your intention, then go ahead. I knew something like this might happen when I started living alone without any remittance as soon as I graduated from high school. I've still got some of my belongings at your house. I'll have to ring a moving company to remove my stuff, so please just leave it there and don't do anything to it. What are you saying? You're going to make me keep your stuff until you get it? You've always been such a selfish daughter, only thinking about yourself and not your family and what we've been implicated with. If you throw out my stuff without my permission, I want to be compensated for it if you do. You really think you can boss your family around? You're on thin ice, Naomi. Do you seriously think I'll just do what you say? I'm your mother. You listen to me. You're not welcome here, and I want the money for your university expenses. Mom, I don't have high expectations, and I didn't have any from the beginning when I needed to tell you what's happening. You don't have to come and visit me even though I'm here in the hospital all by myself. Also, I'm planning to move out of the house that I'm currently in very soon. My address will more than likely change. On that note, I guess I'll say goodbye. Don't worry, I'll pay Dad very soon. Goodbye, Mom. Take care.
Hey Naomi, are you available to talk right now? I just wanted to check in and tell you what's going on. The belongings that you had at your parents' house have just arrived and I've got it in my storage room. The next thing on the to-do list is to move out of the apartment we're moving out of. I plan on going ahead with everything next weekend.
Oh, Grant, you sweet man. Thank you so much for doing all of that. You're working so hard. I'm sorry for having to get the company to go over to be with you and hand my stuff over. I hope it wasn't too much of a hassle.
No, you're fine, Naomi. Everything's going smoothly here. Don't worry about a thing.
Even though I have to pay for my hospital expenses, I still got to pay for everything else. Everything's such a mess right now with my family.
Well, I'm with you, Naomi. You're finally free from your parents' power, especially your mother. I'm here for you, and we'll get through this together. I'm on your side, and I'll do anything to support you and do whatever is necessary to get you through this tough time. Right now, your priority is to heal and make a speedy recovery. We'll get you out of the hospital as soon as possible.
You're the sweetest guy, Grant. Thank you so much for your cooperation and understanding. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to get myself out of the hospital bed and moved into our new place. Then we can really start a new life together away from my parents. Hey, Grant. Are you there? I need to ask you something. I just want to know how that thing is going. It is highly likely that the marriage will be called off.
Hi, Naomi. Yeah, I believe so. There's no doubt about it, to be honest.
Oh, right. I see what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, Naomi, one more thing. The groom requested that well, it looks like I'll have to be there as well.
Oh, is that so? Well, I guess you should be there. It'll be better if you go.
Okay then, but what should you do though? It's not completely unrelated to you, but maybe they don't want to see you when all this is going on. What do you think? No matter what I think, it would be best for me to just go alone. You don't need to be caught up in all this drama.
Okay, no problem, my dear. I feel like this will be a turning point for the next thing that's going to happen. Well, in a way. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, I'll catch up with you later, sweet lady.
I can't believe what's going on right now. Did I seriously just pass my daughter who thought just dropping university was a good idea? Was that really you, Naomi? Why is an incompetent loser who dropped out of middle school doing around here? Ha ha! I cracked myself up! Oh, it's you, Mother. I suppose it's nice to hear from you. Donna? How many years has it been? 7 years or so, right? Well, aren't you a little smart, Alec? Do you understand that this is a wedding venue? Your little sister, Nadia, is having a wedding ceremony here. You didn't call to see if you were invited or not. Actually, why would you even be here when you're not welcome? You have to leave right now. You have got no right to be here. You know what, Mother? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay where I am. Do you dare disobey me, you little brat? What do you mean you're not going to leave? Did you forget that I cut you out of the family? Don't you remember? You don't belong in our unit anymore. You've got no right to be here celebrating with us at Nadia's wedding ceremony and reception. Are you kidding me, Mother? You're talking about rights now? Since when did this sort of thing mean anything to you? As a family of doctors, we decided that there would be no daughter in our family that was gonna drop out of medical school and bring shame and failure to our family. Your failures are hindering how successful this wedding ceremony is going to be, so you need to leave this instant. I don't think it matters that I'm a dropout or anything like that. I'm not bothering anyone. As long as we don't get into each other's ways, then everything should go smoothly. What are you even talking about? Oh, I see what's going on here. Do you work at this wedding venue by any chance? If it's true, I can't believe you're still working at a place like this. Even when we cut you off, you still can't progress in any time of career. No surprises there, haha. Well, if you still work here, I guess I'll treat you like a customer would on days like today. Might I get my shoes all nice and polished? Be a dear and do something like that for me. I'm the customer, of course. I wore my best dress and heels today, so they need tidied up. Too bad for you that you're saddled with such a crappy job. Oh dear, Mother. I suppose you haven't heard what's going on with me, then. Huh? What are you talking about? What could I possibly not know about you? Even though I cut you off, I still know you've accomplished nothing. Mother, I'm not a staff member at this wedding venue. So no, I don't need to polish your heels up or anything. What do you want to say then, Naomi? Are you going to spit it out? Oh, I might just leave it for now. You'll find out in a little while, don't worry. It's not something I want to reveal to you. Not yet. Reveal what? What are you saying? What are you up to? Stop messing me about. You'll find out, Mother. Have some patience. You're old. You should be able to do that much. Excuse me for now, Mother. Don't talk to me like that. If you're presented in this wedding hall, you're probably a staff member. No matter how you look at it, you're probably lying so that you don't show how much of a failure you are. When you feel so crappy about your life, it's just a natural thing to lie. We know the truth and we know how much of a failure you've made this family. Just such a wretched thing to do. But honestly, it doesn't surprise me when it comes to you, Naomi. What the heck's going on here? What have you done? Grow, Naomi. Your existence has been discovered. And just like that, the situation has... I can't believe what's happening. Are you being serious right now? Are you a lawyer? Well, I'm not exactly a lawyer. No, currently I'm working at a law firm and studying to become a lawyer. My husband, who is a qualified lawyer, by the way, was sitting next to the groom and they were having a little discussion. What the heck? Rewind and freeze! We need to go back a little. I can't believe this. You're actually married? And your husband? He's a lawyer? Like, an actual lawyer? And you're using your husband to ruin your little sister's wedding? Your own little sister? You've come to ruin her special day? Are you insane? That's why you came here? The groom requested that we should be here for him, especially me. There's obviously a lot of misunderstanding going on here, so what you're saying is not true. I'm not ruining anything at all. But why would you choose today to come and make an appearance? What's your deal, Naomi? Even though there's a ceremony going on, I want to explain what's happening to you. His new bride, my lovely little sister, he discovered that she was cheating on him yesterday. He found all this out a day before what's supposed to be a memorable and special day. The groom wanted to settle the matter before the wedding took place. I hurriedly consulted my husband about the unfortunate situation. Luckily, he's a lawyer, so he could discuss things with the groom. He was invited as a guest by the groom, so he came. For some reason, I came because I'm the groom's friend and the bride happens to be my little sister. So, the groom found out yesterday that an affair was taking place. Is that why no guests showed up for the ceremony? Ding, ding, ding! Right on the money, Mother. That's why, yes. I haven't heard about any of the details in terms of telling anyone what's going on, but it seems like the guests were informed in advance that the wedding was cancelled. Just hold on a minute, please. I'm trying to get my head around all of this. This can't be happening right now. How could the wedding just be cancelled like that? I heard that Nadia was having an affair with a trainee doctor at another hospital. She could have had a better chance with a career if she just stayed out of trouble and married the next director of the hospital where my husband worked. It also seems that Nadia was just attracted to his title and wanted that when she got married to him. She probably thought she could get away with it. You can't just let people do bad things, right? Even for your own gain, as karma's very real, Mother. Oh, how on earth did all of this happen? What has happened to my family? Why are my daughters doing this to me? What have I ever done to deserve this? My eldest daughter goes and quits medical school and now plans to become a lawyer. My second daughter, who was our family's only hope, goes and ruins her marriage. Would you both just quit it already? I'm so over this as a mother. Stop it! You wouldn't believe this, Mother, but I talked to Nadia after all of the discussions were had. She told me that she was just imitating Mom and what she's done. Huh? Excuse me. What do you mean? I haven't done anything at all. This is all your fault for stepping back into our lives. My husband just handed me divorce papers. What's going on? Huh? Who's this? Oh, Mother. Oh, so nice to hear from you. It's been a couple weeks since we last talked. This is not the time to say hello. I'm in a crisis here. Your father is asking to get a divorce from me. Oh, is that right? Maybe because he found out that you've been cheating on him for the last 20 years, Donna. Dad and Nadia took a DNA test to see if he actually is her father. Apparently, the results came back negative, so Dad is not Nadia's biological father. How could you do this to Dad and to my sister as well? How has this story gone on for this long? It's not true. I would never do anything like that to them. Dad personally got in contact with me about it. There's no point lying now, Donna. I also took a DNA test just to be sure that my dad is my biological dad. What? You took a DNA test as well? I can't believe that this is happening. Well, as for me, I was able to confirm that the DNA was a match and that he is my dad. He said that he couldn't ask me to forgive him for the bad treatment I've received in the past, but he wanted to at least apologize, and he told me that he's sorry. So, I'm trying to take on his apology, even though I found out that I'm an only child and I have no blood-related siblings anymore. I told Dad how I was feeling and asked him if we could end the conversation. Okay, well, now I just don't know what to do. If this divorce is going to happen, will you let Nadia and I live with you? You're going to help me out, right? I'm afraid I can't do that. But why would you not help me? My eldest daughter needs to help out her own mother no matter what. Even if I did cut you off, you should still help out your mother and her little sister. I don't think there's a need to not cut me off. What was done can't be undone, Mom. If I wanted to be not cut off and if I offered to help you, there would be a problem. I'm living with my husband's parents at the moment. What do you mean? How's that a problem? We just got another place, right? Also, my husband's family are all lawyers and they know what's happening with my so-called family. Having my ex-mother and sister in the mix would cause a lot of problems and I don't want or need that. Just can't do that to myself. But Naomi, come on, don't make such quick decisions. Dear, surely you have problems being a daughter-in-law, right? I live a life free of those sorts of problems, so you don't need to worry about anything like that. But I'm your mother. I need help, okay? Blood ties are important, and you're my blood daughter. You say that blood ties are important, but you went and betrayed my father and had an affair with another man. That's just the thing. That's a different problem to deal with later. Would you shut up, please? No matter what you say, I'm not going to help you or Nadia at all. Naomi, you can just not help me. I could end up in the streets. If you'll excuse me, I've got a life to live. No, Naomi, you can't do this to your mother. This conversation is not over yet. Wow, you're so persistent, Donna. But I'm in trouble if you don't help me and Nadia out. This is where the main topic begins. A lawyer's home doesn't cost as much money as a doctor's, right? I want you to pay the compensation that Nadia and I are being asked to pay. This conversation is not over, Naomi. If we can't live together, I would like you to get us a place to live. I also need money for living expenses, please. Naomi, did you just block my number? You can't do this to me! I've been cut off from my family for 7 years. My father has apologized, but he keeps telling me that my ex-mother and sister should live together and I should give them some money. I don't think there's anything I can do to help people who aren't willing to understand what they did wrong. In the end, my father got a divorce from my ex-mother. Nadia, who's not his daughter, was kicked out along with my ex-mother. In addition, it seems that he's currently staying at his in-laws' house. For some reason, they were thinking that my father's inheritance would come to them within the next few years, but he's still active and has no illness. By the way, my father is currently thinking about how to clean up my ex-sister's problem. I was surprised by how excited he was about making sure that they don't gain anything from these divorces. It seems that my father's revenge begins here.
Roderick, I really need to talk to you. You're supposed to be my husband, and you're taking a while to reply to me. Where are you right now?
What do you mean, where am I? You know, I'm here, there, and anywhere. I'm just hanging around. You get what I'm saying, right?
Why are you being so vague with me right now? This isn't making me feel good. I would like to know where my own husband is, please. Considering you've already spent half the week wandering aimlessly and keeps avoiding me, you're just walking around and not coming home. What's going on?
You know what, dear? I'm going to enlighten you with something. You've always told me that you don't want to be told what to do when you're out and about. You've said that pretty plainly on multiple occasions. So why don't you quit bothering me about my location and what I'm doing? It makes me feel so sick to the stomach. I'm not coming home this evening, okay?
Why are you acting like such a child? Are you for real? You're not coming home again tonight? What is the meaning of all of this?
Would you quit complaining about my actions? I don't do this to you at all. You've got to let a man breathe, for goodness sake. Stop bringing all this negativity into the conversation. I'm so done with it.
I think I have every right to complain when you're the one who isn't coming home night after night. You know, it makes me suspicious. Do you have a new lover or something?
Really? Are you seriously asking me that question right now? And so what if I did? I can do what I want when I want. If anything, you should think again about how to say things to me. How about you do some self-reflection, especially when it comes to whose income you're using to feed yourself?
Excuse me? I'm the one who needs self-reflection? Are you insane? You don't think you're even remotely in the wrong here? How can you be like this to me?
I'm the breadwinner here, Melinda. I'm the one doing all the hard work, earning money, and looking after your parents since they live here with us. You got no right to say anything bad towards what I do outside this family. I already do so much. Don't forget that your parents could be living on the streets right now if it weren't for me.
Why are you acting like this? I'm allowed to ask questions, and I want straight answers, which you aren't giving. Are you seriously saying all of this right now against my parents?
Yes, I am, and I'm done here with this conversation. I need some peace and quiet. I'm done with your crap. See ya, and wouldn't wanna be ya.
Well, I'm really not surprised by how you've betrayed me right now. Of course you're having an affair. I can't go on like this anymore. I want a divorce, please. I don't want to be with someone who just screws me over and treats me like crap.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? Why would you want to divorce me now when you were suspicious of me in the first place?
Wow, Roderick. It's not like you're even trying to hide things from me anymore, huh? It's like you want me to find out and just make me feel miserable. In the last 6 months alone, you've been with 5 other people while still being married to me. It was too easy to find out about them.
What are you saying? You've already seen me with 5 other people? What are you, stalking me or something? Have you been watching me in my every move? Do you realize how creepy that is?
I don't need to stalk you to know what's going on. You've been doing this in plain sight. There were some days that you hooked up with 3 different women on the same day. I don't need to follow you everywhere when you're not even hiding your identity.
Just face the facts, Melinda. You were following me everywhere. How else could you have known that I was with so many people and when I was with them?
It wasn't me who was following you, Roderick. I used a private investigator to do that.
You used a private investigator to track my whereabouts? Is this some kind of joke? Where did you get the money to spend that on? You didn't spend my own well-earned money, did you? I feel like that is something that you would do to me, typical of you as a woman.
No, I didn't spend a single cent of your income on this. I used my own savings. The amount of money that you earn is not enough to cover it anyways.
Hold on a sec, what? What do you mean I earn quite a lot of money? I earn quite a bit, thank you very much. Do you think I don't earn that much?
Do you really think so, Roderick? I'm not joking here. I'm being pretty serious. It's a paltry sum of money that you earn.
Wow, you're really saying something like that to me right now. How rude can you get? You don't understand how kind I was to not even bring up divorce with you, even though I've got another woman. Because I know I would leave you penniless and on the streets with your parents.
Really, Roderick? You think you're doing me a favor by being kind to me and not filing for a divorce? What a joke. There is no way a person can be kind if they're always cheating on their wife with another woman.
How is that not being kind? I'm not bothering you and you can do whatever you want. Don't you recognize that?
Look, Roderick, are you going to divorce me or not? That's all I came to ask for. I've already prepared the divorce papers, so all you need to do is sign on the dotted line, and then we don't have to be in each other's pockets ever again. I'd like you to come back sometime next week and sign the papers. Could you at least do that? It's not hard.
Is that all you really want? A divorce? Fine, I guess I'll have to give it to you. It'll be nice to not have to bother about you anymore. However, if you do want a divorce from me, take your parents and all 3 of the kids and leave my premises. There'll be no property distribution, no alimony, and no child support from me. Got it?
Yeah, okay, whatever you say. Roderick, I just want this divorce finalized and you out of my life.
Huh? What? Are you serious? You're just gonna accept my conditions? Wow, I feel like I've just created a masterpiece. Okay, let's get this done. I'll come home during the weekend and sign the divorce papers. It'll be so incredibly easy.
Alright, I'll see you in the weekend then. We have an agreement. Don't back out on it.
Why would I? I want this too, you know? Things are gonna get very interesting now. Alright, so then when do you guys plan on leaving my house?
Huh? Excuse me? What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about, Melinda? So don't ha me in that stupid way that you do.
No, I didn't think that question would come from you, Roderick.
Hey, you're kind of funny, but this isn't the time to mess with me, Melinda. Did you actually think that you were gonna make me sign the divorce papers so haphazardly? It's quite hilarious when you say that you want a divorce, but you're not even ready to move and not even ready to leave my property. I'm laughing so much that I could break a rib right now.
Have you actually gone crazy, Roderick? Do I actually have to deal with more crap from you?
What crap, Melinda? What are you on about? Don't you know I have every right to speak to you like this? Considering you're the one wanting a divorce from me. You think you're very funny. I don't think I'm crazy, okay?
Would you quit being like this towards me? It's stressing me out. Are you actually okay? For some reason, I'm worried about this when I shouldn't.
Okay, fine. Here's what I'm going to do. Since this situation can't be helped, I have no choice but to give you 2 months. I'm making a conscious decision to not go anywhere near this house for 2 months. In the meantime, you'll need to find a new place, and all you have to do is leave to that new place and never return here.
Okay, well, what should I do with all the things you've left behind? If I have to leave, I might have no choice but to dispose of what's here.
Wait, what? You're gonna throw out all the things I have here? Well, look at you. Is this your last chance at showing your bravado? If you want to dispose of everything, then so be it. But I'm not going anywhere near you when I shouldn't have to.
So, you're saying that it's okay for me to throw your things in the garbage? You're going to let me do that?
If you can't do it, then do it. I only wish that I could watch you do that. I can just imagine how you would look when you did that.
Well, alright then, if you say so. Roderick, if you've got everything that you need, then I'll get rid of the things here. Please come and collect it next week if you change your mind.
Yeah, Melinda, whatever you say. Anyway, I'm sure that you're really gonna throw out all my things. I'm sure you would just love to do that.
Well, on that note, I'm going to go over to the courthouse now. I'll hand over all the papers to the judge, and then we'll be officially divorced.
Yeah, Melinda, you just go and do that. Run along. Well, I guess it's almost time for you to leave. Get out of my sights. I can't wait to be a free man.
Melinda, are you there? I've got something to share with you. I've got some good news for you, my dear daughter.
Hi, Mom. It's been one heck of a day for me. What's going on? What's the good news?
I got a call from a friend of mine who's a real estate agent. I think I've told you about this friend before, maybe? Anyway, my friend said that they have found a property that matched our desired criteria. Isn't that fantastic news?
Oh my god, really? That was so fast. How did they manage that?
They worked their magic, I suppose. Apparently, we can move into the property immediately.
Okay, if I take a look inside the property and everything is up to scratch, can I do away with the weekly apartment contract that I was thinking of as like a temporary housing for us?
Yeah, I think that should be fine. I see no problem with that at all.
Okay, cool. Well then, it looks like we'll be seeing a new property and moving into it very soon. This is great!
Great! I'll contact my real estate friend right away so we can see the property and deal with all that business so we can move in.
Thank you, Mom. That would be greatly appreciated.
By the way, are you also preparing for what's about to follow? It's going to be tough, but I know how strong you are.
Of course, yes! The result of the private investigations are extremely detailed, so I think I know what I need to do now. I've already requested for the matter to be dealt with. I'm looking forward to the next 2 months. I'm going to take back what is mine, and he'll never see it coming.
Wow, Melinda. I hope it all goes in your favor, my dear. Good luck.
Hey, Melinda, are you there now? It's been 2 months now. Have you moved out yet, or what? I want my property back.
Oh, it's you. We've already moved out like 2 months ago.
Really? You've already left? Then why does the place look like it does?
Maybe it's because we actually moved out a while ago and it's in that state because no one has been there for 2 months. Do you think about that?
Oh, yeah, that's very true. I didn't put a lot of thought into that. I just didn't want you there anymore. When all my women heard about my divorce, they had a hard time of letting me go. It was just so hard to choose who I wanted to be with after our divorce. Tomorrow, the breadwinner will return with the woman who has finally been chosen to be my new bride. I already have a new candidate, and she'll be a great wife.
Okay. I don't really need to hear all of that. But you do you, Roderick, since you're a free man, of course.
But it's so great, I don't gotta spend all my hard-earned cash on feeding you or the family or anyone else for that matter. I just need to take care of myself and my next lady. Well, I just wanted to say that I'm really happy that we got the divorce finalized.
Okay. Is that right, Roderick? Well, good to see that you're so happy about it. You really can just do whatever you like now.
This is the life. It's too late to go back on this now. I hope you're not gonna regret this. You're a bit slow acting if you want me back now.
No, I think I'm good. It was a good decision. I got what I came here for, which of course was divorce.
Wow, you're really showing all your strength now, huh? That's so funny. Well, thank you very much for your hard work, you know. Enjoy taking care of your parents and the 3 kids without any money coming into your account. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, good luck, and you're gonna need it while you living on the streets. Melinda, pick up your phone! This isn't funny anymore, Melinda. Hey, answer your dang phone! I gotta talk to you right now!
What on earth could this possibly be about right now? You better explain to me right this instant why I have some 200 missed calls and texts from you.
Could you tell? I'm trying to blow up your phone right now. I'm trying to get your attention here.
I see. Well, in that case, I guess that I'm just so grateful I made sure to silence my phone today then.
And what is that supposed to mean, huh? Why would you do that? I'm trying to reach you and tell you that you couldn't even hear all the phone calls and texts coming in.
No, I really couldn't, and now I almost regret even bothering to check my phone. I mean, what on earth could you possibly need to talk to me so badly about? Or is it just now you're finally starting to figure things out?
Don't you play coy with me. I want an answer and I want them right now. What happened to my house and why is it not there anymore? It's just a lot.
Sorry, did you just call it your house? I'm afraid that I don't know what you're talking about in that case. After all, the deed for the house that you and I lived in was under my dad's name and we were just renting it from him. You did already know all of that though, didn't you?
Wait, what? What are you talking about? That was my house.
It isn't, and there isn't even a house to be had anymore. The land was sold to a developer, and it's going to be used to build some kind of apartment buildings or something like that.
But I don't get it. We were renting it under my name. My name was on the lease. How could this be happening?
I'm going to stop you right there. Your name might have been on the lease, but let's make one thing clear here. You old make $2,000 a month, and the rent for that place was $2,500. So I really don't see why you thought it was ever yours.
Wait, what? What do you mean? The rent was really that high? But I had no idea about that at all.
Really? You really didn't even know how much the place you were living costs.
But, I mean, I was the one who was working, and everyone else was just living off of me, right? It wasn't fair. I hated living like that.
I see. Well, I really, really hate to be the one to break it to you, but you are very mistaken about that.
Mistaken? What do you mean? Wait, hold on. What did I get wrong? It's the truth. I know what my life is, thank you very much.
You are right about me not working. That is true, but it was only because I was on maternity leave. I was always going to go back to work, but I just happened to be lucky enough to work for a company that really emphasizes a good work-life balance. So even though I wasn't physically going into the office, they were letting me do some work from home from time to time.
Wait, really? You mean that you were actually working this whole time? I didn't know. That isn't fair. I really had no idea.
Well, it's the truth. And you should also know that I happen to make about double what you do, even while working from home.
You gotta be kidding me. Do you really make that much more than me?
That's right. And you have one more thing that you've been getting wrong about this whole thing. My dad owns the company that I work for.
Wait a second. Your dad owns the company that you work for? You mean that he's not just some unemployed geezer?
He was never an unemployed geezer, as you call him. You just decided that in your head without looking into the truth at all. But the fact is that when we got married, he had already made the arrangements for employees to be able to work from home, and to help encourage people to take advantage of it if they wanted to. He started working from home more and more as well. So basically, both of us were just doing our same jobs, but from home.
I don't know what to say to that. I'm shocked. I really had no idea about any of that.
That isn't true either. I know for a fact that I told you about this when we got married. It isn't our fault you weren't listening.
But I don't get it. If your dad and you both had jobs, then why did he come and live with us? I mean, I thought that we were both gonna live on your own, and that if we ever lived with our parents, it'd be when they were much older. This whole time I just thought that you were letting our dad live with us because he didn't have any more. And that's why your mom and dad were living with us, isn't it?
Oh, right. Well, that actually reminds me of something I almost forgot to tell you.
What is it? What is it you want to tell me?
You do know how I had triplets, don't you?
What are you talking about? That isn't what we're here to discuss right now. We were talking about your parents and not your children.
But the fact that I was having my third child has everything to do with what's going on. Oh, just think about it. All of a sudden, I'm supposed to be taking care of 3 kids at once. I just wouldn't be able to handle that. Even I wasn't working at all, it would still be way too difficult for me. That's why I asked my parents if they would want to move in with us. I knew that I would need their help as taking care of all these children.
So then, why was it that you were in the hospital right before they moved in?
If you really must know now, it was because I was feeling so exhausted and strung out and that I actually fainted from being so tired.
Really? But I didn't know that was why you wanted it.
And you never even bothered asking me either, remember? That's when I knew that I wouldn't be able to count on you and went to my parents. But you just went on making all the assumptions about the situation that you wanted. And then you went further and kept cheating on me.
But you have to see things from my way too, right? I mean, I thought that I was the only one working. I thought that I was just taking care of a whole family all on one salary. I was just so upset.
If you think that excuse is going to get you out of trouble, then you're dead wrong. Because every gripe, insults, and all your sleeping around were all based on a false promise to begin with.
But then, what's gonna happen now? We don't even have a house together.
We? There's no more we anymore. You're right. There's no more house. You're right. There's no more house. And that's because there isn't a place for you in the family anymore.
So then, that's it? We're just through?
Almost. There is still a divorce to talk about.
and you are going to pay for all that reckless behavior as cost, including for your affairs too.
Oh, wait, you're just gonna leave me homeless, divorce me, and then force me to pay you? You can't do that, please!
I'm sorry, but my mind is made up. The next you hear from me will be through my lawyer. In the end, Roderick was forced into a corner and knew that he had no choice but to sign the divorce papers. While we met at my lawyer's office, my mom and dad were at home taking care of the triplets. Roderick was forced deep into debt to pay all the legal fees, and I heard that he even ended up borrowing from some shady sources. I have no idea what he's up to now, but ever since we got divorced, it's like he's completely fallen off of the map. As for me, I've been enjoying the peace and quiet when I'm able to. It'll still be a while before I'm back to my office since I have my hands full with my children, but I'm glad to be with such understanding and loving family.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.